Testing, testing, testing. 1 2 1 2. Shalom, 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 everyone. Good morning, top of the morning. This is your boy Joseph Israel, Jesus Justice League, and we are in the building. Ding, man, feeling good. Got my little study in. Oh, so I know some of y'all working late night. Just tune on to your YouTube, plug me into your radio, and or hit the Bluetooth and just listen to your boy as we talk about some things. Now, this is the way I deal with certain people being covetous of my doctrine and trying to overshadow me of my own doctrine. For one, I got so many videos of these guys misinterpreting scripture, which to where I could make a audio book as well as a written book of these days and times in which you have the blind following the blind, making the Bible true to life of things that happened then, now, and will be seen in the future that could possibly help the future learn from the mistakes of today's mistake. Because, see, we get blinded by visions because a person got a nice attire, nice wardrobe, set up nice, because we so used to the TV screen looking nice to where the eyes can receive. But me, God made a voice for all of us to speak his truth. And I be damned if the truth is not right here in today's reality. It don't matter if you inside the social media world or you inside the real world. It still hits there. So me, I don't have to outshine or try to lift myself up even more, because that was not the way Jesus ran or operated. So I feel the same duty as to not to try to high self-esteem myself, but to expose the fake and the phony and the angels, meaning followers, that help keeps these men in power, knowing that these men are corrupt. I mean, my God, you can go to the chats when they're live or premieres, and you can just see the ignorance. This is ignorance without a voice, but this is ignorance you can see on the chat. So no, you don't have to outbetter somebody who's trying to take away who you are and emulate your teachings or emulate anything you do in life. Because God will always let it be known and let it be told and showed. And thank God we have the ego and vanity of man that love to be on camera, spewing foolishness. And I think a book along with an audio tape with a book, as in a book, will help the future generations see what type of men that their ancestors left in power to rule over the people. That's more than any kind of revenge that you can take on themselves to let men destroy themselves by their own mouths. So anything I write in a book, I would not be lying. That's how you handle things. Just as y'all saw yesterday, I did a live. And so many people didn't take to that, even so-called men of the Church of God, not just Israelite camps, not just Israelites. A lot of people took offense to that. And all I've been hearing lately is iron sharpen iron. Seems more like to me is let us stay being phony and crooks and keep the people in the same condition while we get rich. But hey, it is what it is, man. Like, if one thing the Bible taught me is sit back and observe people. By saying less, people show you more. By saying more, people want to show you less. So I continue my studies, even though we can go back 6 months, even farther back than that, when Sakari was one of the first ones that started doing this, started imitating and cloning my doctrine. Thank goodness for recordings. And thank goodness for me having him on there when it came to treasure and treasury. Thank goodness. And thank goodness I also have the tape or the live or video, whatever you want to call it, or call it, my bad, of me being the first one to give y'all an understanding of what wisdom is, and showing, and it will show the greed of these men today, how they idly stood by and tried to self-esteem themselves on high on another man's work. Which also leads me to street politics, street rules, on how, man, we don't even follow our own rule that we set. So if you can't follow the own rule you set, how in the hell can you follow the Most High rules? See, this has become a problem with men because of their own way. They destroyed the community and everything around them. And then they have the audacity to look at themselves as something to be esteemed high. Yeah, you would look like that in that position after you done damn near destroyed everything in the community and left it for rubble. These are the stand-up guys of the day that we have. Set rules that they'll break in a heartbeat. Because you don't really know a man till a man is in that hour of desperation. You get to see the true identity of that person. It don't have to be a life or death situation. It could be something frivolous frivolous, excuse me, as material things. Now, I made a video showing y'all these men didn't even understand what fringes meant, or the four quarters of thy vesture, of thy heart. As y'all saw yesterday, these men like to switch up their doctrine, which not only did I took a high priest title, I also took a bishop title, and now another priest title, and everything that comes under those titles, even meaning they're soldiers, all to give it back to Christ, the true spirit, the spirit of truth. It's not for me. A lot of these men of Israel and these so-called pastors and apostles getting their titles took, and it's going right back to where it rightfully belongs. Because none of these men are worth it. They don't even hold up to the standard of the ministry. They showed you and proved, I proved and showed you these men to be liars. And the ones that congregate with these men are the same ones the Bible is talking about that are the helpers that keep Satan on your foot, on your a foot on your neck, excuse me. I'm doing this, man, because I had a presentation with it. I felt not the need to do it. I felt not the need to try to compete with people who's competing with me, because it's noted and recorded. As the Bible is written, it is recorded. So no matter how hard they try to disguise to the blind people today, future generations will see at this present time that the ancestors of today was more worse than the ones before them. That's just a fact, a reality in life. That's why I'm glad we are in this social media era. Because if we wasn't in this social media era, then it would be a whole lot of men getting away, well, evil men getting away with dirt. But since we not in this, since we in this new generation of social media technology, oh man, it's exposing everybody for who they truly are. No matter how sweet and fair and swelling that the words might be to the heart or the ear, and how sentimental that the image that you present might be to the eyes, it's recorded. Everything recorded, dated. So I got a long work ahead of me. Because not only am I going to keep dropping scripture, now I'm working on a song, 2 books, and some more things. So yeah, I got my work cut out for me. But one thing I'm not going to do is compete or try to destroy anybody that I call a brother, which so many of us do, man. You know what I mean? Because the streets, man, it's shady out there, man. The street dudes made the street rules saying we ain't supposed to do this and this is the rules. But when it's somebody they like or somebody they congregate or kick it with, it no different from churches or whatever, or even groups or organizations. It's all the same with people. No instruction of wisdom, justice, or righteous judgment or equity in man. That's what's missing from the hearts of men. Those 4 quarters upon thy vesture shall make them as fringe. Man, look at us now, man. Man, without those laws, how could we ever judge correctly? Otherwise, we just beasts. Foolish. Foolishness is what? Sin. And I was a foolish beast. Sinful beast. Man, y'all don't hear me though. And it's a good thing that the truth is out. Now that the truth is coming out, people that know these men doctrine and know what they've been talking for years going in, they know now this new doctrine is contrary to the doctrine they was kicking. So if they don't have the mental fortitude or the discernment to see that, they one of Satan helpers. Plain and simple. Ain't no lukewarm. You either cold or hot. And a lot of y'all gonna find yourselves on the short end of the stick, man. You know. Thank God for technology, for future generations to see the ignorance of today's generation today. Fall for anything. Boy. That's how you deal with covenants. Because a lot of people been hated on, and a lot of other people noticed the situation before the person even noticed. And the thing about it, when people see these recordings of today, phew, boy. Man, you know what? It ain't for me to say. It's going to be for the future generation to decide. And the thing I would want them to learn from this is seeing that a man's own ways are the enemies of his goings. So with that said, man, hopefully I'll be back and do another one in the next hour or two. This is your boy Joseph Israel, Jesus Justice League, the servant of the Spirit, saying, man, peace out. Good morning, man. And enjoy the rest of your morning. Shalom. Out.